Dirty Old Man here with another video, and today we're going to talk about a serious topic. My assistant is here with me today. Say hi, assistant.
Hello.
The Malaysian airliner, not crash, but I would say shoot down of a plane. A couple things wrong with this. First of all, people got into a Malaysian airliner. And second of all, a Malaysian airliner flew over a war zone. One is terrible by itself, but you mix both of them together, you got a Malaysian airliner flying through a war zone, and of course, what happens? It gets shot down. Now, there are conspiracy theorists already out there, as I'm sure you knew there were going to be, and they got all these weird theories now. They're saying that the plane was actually meant to be shooting down the president, Putin, because they thought the markings on that plane are the same markings that his, how the president here has Air Force One. I'm not sure what they call it over there in Russia, but they figured that his airplane had the same markings, so they thought they were shooting down the president's airplane. There's something about it happening on July 17th, and the airliner had 7 in the number, and of course the 7 is involved. It's the Illuminati. Now I probably shouldn't be even talking about the Illuminati because they might be coming after me. They don't go after people like Alex Jones or anybody else like that, so I guess I'm safe. Now, those seem a little bit far-fetched, but here's the weirdest one of all. Not too close. Here's the weirdest one of all. They showed some passports from the wreckage. And not only do these passports look, as they say, pristine, they look like they were just, they look in perfect condition, like they've never been used. Like even a passport that hasn't been in a wreckage would have some kind of wear and tear, all sorts of things. These look brand spanking new, like they just came out of the passport office. So from a crashed plane. Now that looks fucking bizarre. What do you think about that? When you saw that picture, what did you think?
Looks staged to me.
Okay, but if it's going to be staged and if it's going to be a conspiracy, why? What's the conspiracy for? What were they trying to stage for? What? Nobody's going to blame another country for shooting down a plane in their airspace during a war. So you can't say that it was staged to make them look bad. That's the flaws with a lot of conspiracy theories, is that when you scratch the surface, sometimes oh wow, looks like a conspiracy could be happening, but normally when you dig deeper, you find out that 99.99% of all conspiracy theories are bullshit.
Okay, what about the person that said that the plane was going to crash before they even got on it?
Who said that? I didn't hear about that one. Explain that to me, assistant.
Before they got on the plane, somebody was joking that, the plane's going to crash, blah, blah, blah.
Well, first of all, I would never get on a plane with an asshole like that, and I don't know if that's true or not, but if somebody's really, crazy people say all sorts of crazy things before they get on a plane. I'm sure before every plane takes off, there's somebody thinking about, this plane's going to crash, this plane's going to fall into the ocean, this plane's going to fall into the side of a building, But nobody says it out loud. Maybe some guy thought he was being funny. But remember, this wasn't a crash plane, it was shot down. It's very likely, when you think about it, if a plane is flying in the air and it gets hit by a missile, it doesn't disintegrate. The missile probably just punches a big hole in the side of the plane, everything flies out, and then an explosion happens. So it's very likely that those passports flew out of the plane in a big rush of air, because those planes are pressurized. So it's very likely that those passports flew out before the plane just got engulfed in fire. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, but even if they flew out, they would still have some wear and tear on them.
Yeah, unless they were from the few people in the world that who happen to be on that plane that are very neat people, very clean people. You trying to cause trouble, assistant? You trying to get me in trouble with the Illuminati? They watching everybody. The Illuminati, the aliens, the ancient aliens, the reptilians, all those people are out there. The shadow people. You ever heard of the shadow people?
No.
Well, sometimes, have you ever seen a shadow just come and go without it being attached to something? Well, those are shadow people if you do.
Talking about spirits?
No, shadow people. Never heard of shadow people. Okay. Well, anyway, to get back to this, it's a tragedy that it happened. I'm surprised. What were they doing? What do you think they were doing so close to that area anyway, flying around?
See, that's when the conspiracy part comes in. Why were they flying over a war zone?
Okay,
Why were the passports in tip-top condition? Why would you get on a Malaysian flight in the first place when a plane went missing? How long ago was it?
About a year ago? Probably not even that.
A year ago? Not even a year ago.
And of course, if you heard the new crazy one, is that the plane that got shot down is the same plane that got stolen about 6-7 months ago. So whatever terrorists planned to do with that plane, they apparently this was part of their scheme to fight over a war zone, get it shot down, and then make somebody look bad. Maybe if they're going to steal, if they're going to steal the plane in the first place, this would be a reason why they would steal it, right? One of the reasons. I think so. Not that I'm saying that it's a conspiracy theory, but I'm saying if you want to grow with it about why they stole the plane in the first place, this is part of the reason. Fly that same plane that you stole. Fly it over a war zone. Let it get shot down by the Russians, and everybody in the world can get mad at the Russians. Who knows? Then you just sprinkle some passports on the ground. It could happen.
So what you're saying is this flight is connected to the last Malaysian flight.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying if you're gonna roll the conspiracy theory, then that is probably one of the things you're gonna roll with. They stole the other plane. Why?
I mean, I'm not knocking it. Like the whole.
If you're gonna steal a plane, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but think about it. What's the whole thing? If the plane disappeared, did it go into a black hole? Did it go into another dimension? Did it go into outer space? No. If it disappeared, that means somebody stole it. And now they picked the perfect opportunity to use it during this war to fly it over an area. Because you would think about it. Maybe Malaysia Airlines would not fly over the Ukraine like this. Why would they fly over this area? Without knowing they didn't think one was going to get shot down?
I mean, in my opinion, I would never get on a Malaysian flight in the first place. Never would I ever do that. You could not pay me to get on a Malaysian flight.
I agree with you. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a conspiracy? Do you think it's just happenstance? Do you think that somebody just fucked up? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you know. And then I'll give a response. I'll look it up, and then we can talk about it some more. Get some dialogue going. Get some discussion going. Well, that's going to wrap it up here. As always, this is Dirty Old Man and
assistant.
Go with God, and please do come back.